Assalamu alaikum. The topic we will discuss today is hedging opportunities in the case of foreign exchange market. Before proceed to our today's topic, at first we need to know about what is foreign exchange market. Then the spot and forward exchange market. And after that, we will learn about hedging exchange risk in export and import payments. That is our desired topic for today's lecture. Foreign exchange market, in short, Forex market. Foreign exchange market is a market where various national currencies can be exchanged. Participants are able to buy, sell, exchange, and speculate on currencies. Here, exchange rates are determined by the interaction of the households, firms, and financial institutions that buy and sell foreign currencies to make international payments. Next, spot exchange rate. The spot exchange rate is the price between two currencies for immediate delivery. In other words, it is the current exchange rate of two currencies vis-a-vis each other. There is normally a 2-day lag between a spot purchase or sale and the actual exchange of currencies. If a local company receives a supply of foreign goods abroad, then the spot exchange market is very important for instant transactions on the spot existing exchange rate. Suppose there are N currencies, so bilateral exchange rates are N minus 1. Total exchange rates will be defined as N into N minus 1. Forward exchange rate. There are some types of investors who always try to cover the risk that arises from exchange rate volatility. So they enter the forward exchange market to protect themselves from exchange rate fluctuations. The forward exchange rate is the exchange rate at which investors agree to exchange one currency for another at a future date when it enters into a forward contract. The main function of the forward exchange market is to allow economic agents engaged in international transactions to cover themselves against exchange risks deriving from possible future variations in the spot exchange rate. Hedging. As we know that for exchange rate volatility, investors faces some risk in import and export payments that is made by foreign currencies. They always try to cover that exchange rate risk, and covering the exchange rate risk is called hedging, and the agents who are risk averse are called hedger. Hedging against an asset is the activity of making sure to have a zero net position. To calculate home currency returns on foreign deposits, we need to calculate the exact amount of divergence between the forward exchange rate and the current or spot exchange rate. The formula is IH is equal to IF plus O with stroke, or IH is equal to IF plus RF minus R divided by R. Here, IH means rate of return on domestic currency deposits. IF implies the rate of return on foreign currency deposits. RF is the forward exchange rate, and R is the spot exchange rate. From our last equation, the sign O with stroke represents forward margin. There are two forward margin is two types. One is forward premium, when the currency under consideration is more expensive for future delivery, that is, there will be future depreciation of spot exchange rate. Again, forward margin is called forward discount when the currency under consideration is less expensive for future delivery, that is, there will be future appreciation of spot exchange rate. You will learn hedging exchange risk in the case of import payments. Suppose payments to be made in foreign currency euro. The importer has to pay euro X. The exchange rate is dollar R divided by euro. The agent can take the following steps. The first step is the agent can buy foreign exchange forward of euro X, of which he or she will have to pay dollar RFX on a stipulated future date. Here, RF implies rate of forward exchange. Next, he can purchase foreign exchange spots and immediately repay the debt in advance. Therefore, he does not need to delay his payments. So, the creditor will give him some discount. The foreign creditor provides discount of euro X divided by 1 plus IF. Here, IF implies rate of return on foreign currency deposits. Here, agent will buy the foreign exchange in such a way that he is actually buying the present value of euro X divided by 1 plus IF, and invest in foreign countries so that after the specific period it grows to which is euro X into 1 divided by 1 plus IF into 1 plus IF. By mathematically, it is equals euro X required for forward contract. The opportunity cost of the domestic currency equivalent of the spot amount $R into X divided by 1 plus IF is calculated as $R into X divided by 1 plus IF into 1 plus IH on maturity. It is obvious that alternative A will be better than, the same as, or worse than the other one, since B and C are equivalent, according as RFX is greater than, less than, or equal to Rx divided by 1 plus IF into 1 plus IH. Or we can rewrite it 1 plus IH, 1 plus IF into RF divided by R. After algebraic manipulation and assuming the condition of indifference, we obtain forward margin equals the interest rate differentials. That is, IH minus IF is equal to RF minus R divided by R. That is, the difference between rate of return on home currency minus the rate of return on deposit of foreign currency is equal to forward margin. Now, hedging exchange risk in the case of export payments. Suppose receipts due $X. The exchange rate is $R divided by euro. The agent can take the following step. The agent can sell their foreign exchange forward of euro 1 plus RF into X, for which he will receive $X on a stipulated future date. He allows a discount for the foreign debitor who make advance payment, and creditor immediately sell a foreign exchange spot. In this case, foreign debitor receive discount of $X divided by 1 plus IH. And the last step, the agent or the exporter can sell the foreign exchange spot as a present value equivalent of $X or $X divided by 1 plus IH and invest at home, so that after the reference period, it grows to $X, which is required for forward contract. The opportunity cost of the domestic currency equivalent of the spot amount $X divided by 1 plus IH is calculated as $X divided by 1 plus IH into 1 plus IF on maturity. The domestic currency equivalent of forward payment is $R divided by RF into X. It is obvious that alternative A will be better than the same as or worse than the other one, according as R divided by RF better than worse or equivalent X divided by 1 plus IH 1 plus IF, or 1 plus IH is equal to less than or greater than 1 plus IF RF divided by R. After algebraic manipulation and assuming the condition of indifference, we obtain forward margin equals the interest rate differentials. IH minus IF is equal to RF minus R divided by R. Thus, the interest differential equals the forward margin. We can also rewrite this equation as IH is equal to IF plus RF minus R divided by R. That means the domestic rate equals the foreign interest rate plus forward margin. The equation is called the covered interest parity, as the investors are covered against the unexpected depreciation of foreign currency by financial instrument. That's all for today. Thank you for listening me.